Hey there, Cancer. How are you this evening? My name is Sherilyn, and I am here to do your weekly tarot reading. This one is going to be for Monday, June 30th through Thursday, July 3rd. I'll be back on Wednesday to do bonus readings to get you through your weekend. That is kind of the whole deal here. We're just going to pull cards and see what Spirit wants to talk about. That's it. This one's going to be for my... Oh, come back. Come back. For my Cancer, sorry. Card was taken off on me. Okay, there we go. For my Cancers. All right. Ready? We've got Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. All righty. All right, so we're starting with the Fool card, followed by the Ten of Wands, and then I've got the Lovers. So this is your backstory or your recent past going into this reading. Currently, I have you with the Three of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Hangman. Why is that wrong? Okay, maybe. I don't know. Still can't see him, huh? Okay. Whatever. Can't get it right. In the near future, I've got the Five of Cups, the Two of Cups, and Justice. All right, bottom of the deck for this particular reading is the Two of Wands. Okay, Cancer, what you got going on? So Two of Wands would say that you're currently standing at some sort of a crossroads. It doesn't mean, to me, it means that there's really not a wrong decision to be made here. You're trying to pick between two paths. They're both solid choices, okay? Whichever one you want to pick is totally up to you. You're going to end up at the same place no matter which one you choose, right? But they have very different opportunities and people along the way is what the deal is. So you have to make a decision. So there's definitely some uncertainty and a need for decisiveness right now, okay? That's the undercurrent. The card at the center of your read then is the Two of Swords, which is basically a lot the same. Two of Swords is all about decisions that need to be made that are surrounded by uncertainty, partially because you have the blindfold on, meaning that there's things involved in this decision-making process that you are not seeing clearly. They can be because you don't want to see them, or they can be because you have somebody diligently working to make sure you don't see them. Whichever way it works out for you, it would appear that the basis of your reading is something to do with the fact that decisions need to be made. There you have it, okay? So that's how we got that part. Let's see how it all plays in. We'll start with the recent past. We have the Fool, the Ten of Wands, and the Lovers. So I would have to venture to say that the decisions that you are struggling with that need to be made right now concern some sort of a love situation. Okay, because the Lovers, as romantic as the card seems, is really a card of decisions and often a card of somebody having to make a decision between two. Okay, so there you have that part. That decision that needs to be made when it comes to love became an incredibly heavy burden for you in the past. And it does look like you made some sort of a decision because you chose to take a leap of faith in a new direction, is what it says is in the past, okay? So however that played out for you is what's affecting the rest of this reading. There you go. This has already happened, so we can't change it. It's your past, right? So now we go towards where you're at currently. So currently you've got the Three of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Hangman. So currently you are feeling very stuck for some reason. I am not sure what that's about, but you're stuck in trying to find a new perspective or something, but you're stuck is what it's saying. Two of Swords would say you still have to make this decision and you're feeling as though you don't have all the information. You're feeling as though you are trying to make a decision, without the facts or something. And Three of Wands would say that you are trying to stay forward focused. So you are trying to figure out what you want for your future. You're trying to go towards your future. That's the whole idea here, right? Okay. Then what do we have in the near future? Now I've got the Five of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Justice card. So the Five of Cups speaks of a sense of loss and regret. I mean, from the beginning, it looks as though you're trying to make a decision between two. So there's going to have to be some sense of loss and regret because obviously you have to choose one or the other. And whatever one you don't choose is going to have to go in a different direction. So therein we'd have loss and regret, right? The next card over is the Two of Cups, which speaks of a divine union. I have to feel like you have not yet decided which one you believe to be the divine union, possibly. I don't know. With the last card being Justice, it makes me wonder if you end up with either of these people in the end. Because for justice to truly come through, then it would have to balance out the scales, right? And to balance out the scales, I don't know. Let's see what else we got. What do you got here, Cancer? So behind the Two of Wands, I have the Queen of Wands, and then I have the Six of Wands. So it would seem that there is definitely an influence. You are definitely being influenced by others as to the decision that you're making here, or that is what is influencing your confusion about making the decision, one of the two. But with the Six of Wands paired with the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Wands is somewhat superficial. Definitely somebody who just goes after whatever feels good, whatever they want right now. Doesn't worry about what's going to happen later necessarily. And yeah, so this looks like you're trying to make a decision. The Queen of Wands would say that you are not being very mindful of how all this is going to play out in the long run. And with the Six of Wands, I'm taking that to mean that you are definitely being influenced by how this appears to other people or what other people think of your decision. Okay. Where am I on time? Okay, let's see. Get 3 more. What do we got now? Okay, I've got the Ten of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the Emperor. So the thing that you are most focused on in this decision-making process, besides what other people think of it, is where you're going to have the easiest time to build to your Ten of Pentacles. So you are very focused on who's going to be the most abundant, where do you see the most stability and security. You're still presenting here as the King of Wands, so I don't know that there's much about you that has changed. The King of Wands is charismatic, and he's a lot of fun to be around, and he's always up for adventure, and he's almost impossible to tie down. So I don't know that there's been anything here that has really changed to make you be any more committed than you were from the very beginning up here. With the Emperor here, you are trying to step into this, maybe. I don't know. What else we got? I'll get 3 more, and then I got to go. I can do the days of the week. So now we have the Temperance card, the Seven of Wands, and the Four of Wands. With Temperance, you are trying to wait this out for some reason. I don't know what kind of game that is, but you are trying to wait it out and see what happens. Seven of Wands would say that you are very defensive about the whole situation. Four of Wands would say that in some way this is destined to happen. Whatever's happened here was destined to happen, is what it's saying. There you have it. All right, let me see what we get. Monday, I have the Five of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. So there's a lot of conflict surrounding this situation in general, but you are definitely trying to just stay still and see what's going to happen. Like you're not making any moves to fix anything or to change anything. Tuesday, I have the Devil and the Five of Pentacles. So there's almost an obsession with this abandonment situation. Feeling abandoned or threatening people with abandonment. Okay, Wednesday, what do we have? The Seven of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. So you're trying to rebuild a foundation here. The issue is there's a total lack of trust on all sides, it feels like. Thursday, I have the Six of Swords and the Death card. Well, to say there's a transformation looming would be an understatement, I believe. Six of Swords, you are hopeful that you're going to be able to steer something here into calmer waters. That looks to be the hope. 3 more. What do we got? Six of Pentacles, Five of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. You're definitely restricted in some way right now by your thoughts or something. I mean, you can't really make many moves, it feels like. Five of Wands, you have a lot of inner conflict. Six of Pentacles, there's definitely been a lack of reciprocity within this situation. Six of Pentacles can also speak of somebody spreading themselves too thin because you're giving to more than one situation. All right, Cancer, looks like you need to make your mind up, kind of. But anyways, that's what I have for you this week. I will be back on Wednesday with bonus readings. I'm here every morning with the daily energy check-ins. No matter what the cards say, just go out and make it the best week you possibly can. And that's it. All right, you guys, thanks.